Hello everyone and welcome to this video of Tarun IAS. Today in this video we are discussing about the 1971 Indo Pak War and the birth of a new nation which was called as Bangladesh. So first of all, it's very important for us to understand the history, that from where did we come across this new nation called as Bangladesh and what was the issue which the people of that area were facing that led to the formation of a new different country. So first of all, we'll discuss it with the help of this map. So this is the map, and herein we can see that this is India, this is Pakistan, and this place, this small area is called as Bangladesh. So when I talk about this small area which is called as Bangladesh and this is Pakistan. So these two were, like something earlier. What happened was that when after the independence of 1947, what happened that Pakistan was divided into two groups. It was Eastern Pakistan and Western Pakistan after the partition. So what happened was that this present day called as Bangladesh, this was East Pakistan of that time. And this present day called as Pakistan, it was West Pakistan of that time. So this was the West Pakistan and this was the East Pakistan of that time. So the problem occurred when the people of East Pakistan, they used to speak in Bengali, and they were really not at all respected by the people of West Pakistan. The people of West Pakistan, they always considered them to be superior and they always considered them to be on an upper edge. So they never really gave that much of respect which the people of East Pakistan deserved. The budget allocated to the East was 50% less of that which was given to the West. So you see that in every section, the people of East Pakistan were literally brutally, they were not at all respected. So Bengalis made just 5% of the total of the Pakistani armed forces. When we talk about the cultural and the linguistic differences, that was also major between East and West Pakistan. The cultural and linguistic differences between the two wings outweighed any religious unity. So then, now let's come down to the point of clash. So the clash happened at the time of 1970, where the Eastern Pakistan's leader, whose name was Sheikh Mujibur Rahman, that person won the election. So when he won the election, that was on 7th March 1971, the PM Sheikh Mujibur Rahman said that we the people of East Pakistan demand a different space. We need a different country, we need a different space where our people will be respected. And then they demanded a different nation for East Pakistan, which will be called as Bangladesh. So till now we have covered that there were two segments and how and when did they led to the formation of this new nation called as Bangladesh. So just after, when Sheikh Mujibur Rahman said that okay, we need a different space. So we all know that obviously Pakistan or the West Pakistan at that time would have reacted in a very, in a very different manner. They must have been really shaken by this sentence of Sheikh Mujibur Rahman. So they created a clash. And the clash and the main problem was that the people of Pakistan army arrested the leader. They arrested the leader Sheikh Mujibur Rahman and they created a havoc in the Eastern Pakistan. The violence which was happening over there, it actually extended up to this level that 30 lakh people of East Pakistan were killed brutally. Many women over there were literally raped in front of their families. It was a very sad situation at that time. Then in April 1971, the situation was such that the people of East Pakistan, they were literally been harassed by the Western Pakistan army and the people over there. So the people of East Pakistan tried to fled away. They tried to flee away to India for their safety, and around 10 lakh people fled. So we know that, India has always been struggling with this issue of migration. So they were also really concerned, the leader, or at that time Indira Gandhi, was really concerned that how will we tackle this problem of migration. And what was happening with the neighboring country called as present day Pakistan, she supported it and she wanted that the new nation Bangladesh should be born and the people of East Pakistan should be given proper justice. So Indira Gandhi supported present day Bangladesh. India and the leaders over there and our army trained the Mukti Wahini, which was the guerrilla war force, and they sent troops to Pakistan for East Pakistani people in 1971. This was called as the Indo Pak War of 1971, which led to the formation of a different nation called as Bangladesh. So we have understood that this nation was formed because of the torture and the harassment which the people of East Pakistan were facing at that point of time. So this was what happened in 1971, which led to a different nation formation and which was very popularly till now called as the 1971 War of India-Pakistan. So till now we have discussed about the Indo-Pak War. Now we will talk about the 50 glorious years of India-Bangladesh relation. So India and Bangladesh has always been in news, mostly for the positive reasons. And our Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi, he recently visited Bangladesh on 26th and 27th March of 2021 to join the celebrations of the Golden Jubilee of the independence of Bangladesh, the birth ceremony of the father of the nation, which was Sheikh Mujibur Rahman, and 50 years of establishment of diplomatic relations between India and Bangladesh. So we've understood that to stop the genocide and to mitigate this refugee problem, India offered a helping hand and sent forces against Pakistan. So ultimately, the Pakistani officials at that time surrendered to India on 16th of December 1971, and they agreed to lose their grip on the eastern part. And from that year, East Pakistan was declared as Bangladesh. Now, if we see the relationship, we have a relationship with Bangladesh since 1971. That was its formation year. It is also said that India and Bangladesh is enjoying its golden chapter. There are so many notable examples to justify this phrase. If we go back in 2014, we have been able to resolve many of our serious issues, like related to enclaves, land boundaries, maritime boundaries. We have also signed land boundary agreement. And also, we have been together in SAARC, that is the South Asian Association of Regional Cooperation, and the BBIN corridor, that is the Bangladesh, Bhutan, India, Nepal initiative. So this all shows that how the relationship of the two countries has been going up. In the time of pandemic also, we have seen a very good harmony between India and Bangladesh. We have seen that our Foreign Secretary, Mr. Harshvardhan Singhla, is one of the few diplomats who was allowed to personally meet the Prime Minister of Bangladesh, Sheikh Hasina. And then we also have concluded very recently in the month of December 2020, a virtual summit between the two leaders. Both the Prime Minister Narendra Modi and PM Hasina participated in it. Moving forward, we have also signed 7 important agreements during the summit. Now let's talk about what were the agreements all about. The agreements are in diverse fields, like in the field of hydrocarbons, textiles, agriculture, etc. And then very importantly, a rail link which was there till 1965, it has been reopened. That is the Chaila Hath and Haldibari rail link. This all shows that we are getting closer and closer with each passing day. In this summit, our Prime Minister Modi has said a very important statement. Bangladesh is a very important pillar of our neighborhood first policy. India takes Bangladesh as a very important country for our development and growth. If we say that this phase of India, Bangladesh is the golden period, then it's also very important for us to understand that how were the previous phases? Were there any ups and downs? So let us very briefly discuss about how the relationship of India and Bangladesh evolved over these years. The first phase was between 1971 to 74. In that phase, India played a very major and crucial role in the formation of Bangladesh. Sheikh Mujibur Rahman, who was the father of Bangladesh and also the PM at that time, was very close to India. In March 2021, India conferred Gandhi Peace Prize 2020 to Sheikh Mujibur Rahman. Second phase was from 1974 onwards, where we saw that Bangladesh started identifying its Islamic entity and started getting much closer to Pakistan and other Islamic countries. So the tilt was, kind of going towards more of the Islamic countries. Then in 1975, Sheikh Mujibur was assassinated. And then we have seen that there has been a dip in the relationship between the two countries. Then third phase in 1977, where we saw something major, that the secular word was removed from the Constitution of Bangladesh by the Fifth Amendment. And in 1988, Islam was declared as the state religion. And during this period of 1975 onwards till 1990, we saw that there was a lot of political instability in the country, including military rule. Then in 1990 onwards, democracy was again established, or we can call it as the advent of Bangladesh. Although democracy was established earlier also, but Khalida Zia, who was in power since 1991 till 2006. So even though we see that democracy was restored, Khalida Zia was in power from the Bangladesh Nationalist Party, a party who was always inclined towards the Islamic religion. So you see, there's nothing called as secularism at that point. The relationship were not very good during that duration, but in 2009 onwards, when Sheikh Hasina or the Awami League came to power, our relationship became better. And with each passing year and each passing day, we are getting closer and closer. Now let's understand that why the relationship was going up in the time of Sheikh Hasina. What was so different under the rule of this leader that we saw an increase or, a going up in the relationship between the two countries? So it was because Sheikh Hasina was a leader who believed in the philosophy of secularism. And now that as Bangladesh is a secular country and also said that political ideologies should always be kept apart from the development of the country and developmental politics. Also, she has a very emotional connect with India because when his father Sheikh Mujibur Rahman was assassinated, India gave her political asylum. Now, one important question which pops up in our mind is that why is India investing so much diplomatic currency in the India-Bangladesh relationship? So let me tell you that there are many reasons for it. Let's briefly discuss some of those. So the first main reason is the geographical location of Bangladesh, which is very important to India. Bangladesh provides a kind of connection to the mainland and the northeastern countries and touches its boundaries to West Bengal, Assam, Meghalaya, Mizoram and Tripura. So the location is very important for connecting the northeast India and the mainland India. And also in the sub-regional connectivity, Bangladesh is very important for us. Moving on to the second reason, that is Bangladesh is also very important for us for any kind of grid development. Now let's see what is grid development. Any development which is interlinked is called as grid development. So Bangladesh again plays a very important role because it plays as a mediator between the countries like Bhutan, Nepal, etc. Next, Bangladesh is also very important for us because of the security issues. We have seen in the past there have been anti-insurgent groups which are operating in Bangladesh. And also it has a border connection with Myanmar, which is called as the Golden Triangle. That is the drugs route. So there could be easy supply of drugs through Myanmar passing to Bangladesh. So from security point of view also, India focuses more on Bangladesh as a country. Bangladesh is also important for us as we are together on many platforms like SAARC. When India last time did not attend the SAARC summit because of Pakistan and some militant group insurgency, we saw that Bangladesh immediately withdrew from that summit. Even during the COVID times, Bangladesh has appreciated India's move of emergency COVID fund. So Bangladesh is standing with us on many of the major platforms. Most importantly and last but not the least, we cannot also ignore that Bangladesh is one of the fastest growing economies. And recently, it has surpassed India in per capita GDP. This provides us a lot of business opportunities and a big market. So this was all about the Indo-Pak War of 1971 and then the 50 glorious years of India-Bangladesh relationship. If you have liked the video, so don't forget to like, share and subscribe. And also, don't forget to hit the bell icon to keep yourself notified with the latest videos. Thank you.